Police have arrested a woman accused of assaulting Congressman Matt Gaetz. This happened in Walton County over the weekend. The congressman and his wife were at a local food festival when police say this woman, Selena Chambers, threw a drink at him and cursed at him. Chambers told deputies that she tripped and spilled the drink. No one was physically hurt. Chambers faces a felony charge of battery on an elected official.
What's up, guys? It's your boy Benny, a recent Florida resident, somebody who is very proud to be a Florida resident, but I've been here for just a little bit of time. But I got to tell you, I love the people of Florida. People of Florida are rowdy, and I like that. But I don't like it when it comes to my boy Matt Gaetz getting a bunch of wine dumped on him at an event. What's going on here? This is your classic Lib wine mom coming after my boy Matt. Florida woman arrested for allegedly throwing wine at Matt Gaetz. Allegedly. Okay, well, listen, let me tell you. We got the lady's mugshot here. Tell me, does that look like a wine mom? Does this look like a wine lib to you? Probably not a mom. Probably nobody has actually ever loved this person. But hey, listen, you know, she's definitely got plenty of wine for sure. Like, this is the face. This is the face of leftist, unhappy, cringy wine mom. Put it on a t-shirt, okay? So what happened here? So a woman was charged with 2 counts of battery for tossing a glass of wine at Matt Gaetz of Florida during a private event. Local police confirmed on Tuesday. Latest attack on a member of Congress. I like Matt. Why do you have to call him hard right? Does that mean he deserves it? What the hell's wrong with you, Forbes? What happened to you? Oh yeah, you were bought by the Chinese. Got it. Local police in Walton County, part of the Florida Panhandle, arrested a 41-year-old Selena Jo Chambers. This is her. Selena Jo Chambers. Yes. So look, Wine Lib, unhappy wine Xanax lib named Selena, on Saturday night after she was allegedly threw wine at both Gaetz and his wife, South Walton Beach Food and Wine Festival. Oh my. A private event Gaetz was attending, coastal resort town of Sandestin. It's very pretty there, by the way. She has been charged with 1 count of misdemeanor battery and 1 count of battery against an elected official. A felony in Florida. Uh-oh. If you effed around, you found out. This ain't D.C. This ain't New York or L.A. where you're some BLM rider and you're just going to be able to skate. No, baby. This is the Panhandle. Chambers told police that she slipped and accidentally poured her drink. Yeah, okay, got it. Gaetz is a Florida Republican. He said he chose to press charges, arguing in a video captioned, "When leftist winos attack by allowing stuff to be thrown or hurled, there is a severe risk of escalation." He's right. Chambers posted a $1,000 bond and was released. Walton County Sheriff said in a Facebook post confirming the charges, "We cannot allow an environment where you can throw things at elected officials. We won't be tolerating this in Walton County." Another woman in 2019 was sentenced to 15 days in prison and fined $500 for throwing a slushie at Gaetz. Man, what do I got to do to get all this wine and slushie? Wine and slushy? Maybe it's a wine slushie. I've seen those before. I want to get some of those. Amanda Korvatz, a 35-year-old, tossing a red slushie at the congressman. She pleaded guilty. So, yeah. This is what you're going to get. Matt Gaetz addressed all of this in a video. Unhappy wine libs. Again, this is... Look at you got it right here. Perfect. It's perfect. I love central casting. These libs are straight out of central casting. 41 years old, super unhappy, like deeply unhappy with their lives, have to lash out, propagandized by the corporate press, and like literally packed full of Chardonnay, spazzing out and throwing drinks. Here's how Matt Gaetz roasted this lady. Hilarious. This is a full clip.
So in Northwest Florida right now, it's festival season. Don't think Coachella or Bonnaroo or Burning Man. Think more seafood and art and culture and wine. You see, in the spring months of April and May and in the fall months of September and October, in Northwest Florida, we don't have the usual rush of summer-driven tourism. And so we call those times in the spring and in the fall our shoulder season. And during shoulder season, a lot of entities come together to put on a songwriter festival or a seafood festival or a wine festival or an art festival, because that brings people in when the weather is warm, when the fish are biting, when life is great, and there are hotel accommodations and lodging accommodations, usually at a bit of a deal, and our world-class restaurants are able to show off, and they've got plenty of tables available while people are here. This past Saturday, my wife Ginger and I attended the South Walton Beaches Wine and Food Festival at Grand Boulevard in Sandestin in Walton County, Florida. And we were enjoying catching up with new friends and old, and folks recognized me, and so we were taking pictures and having polite conversations. And as I was chatting with one gentleman, a lady threw a drink on the both of us, and she was promptly arrested. I want to thank the great folks at the Walton County Sheriff's Office who ensured that this did not escalate and that everyone is kept safe. And I want folks to know why we press charges in circumstances like this. It's quite all right for folks to let their voice heard with an opinion or a comment. Folks can shout and scream all they want. This is America, and people ought to be able to say what they believe, what they desire, even offer criticisms or critiques of people in public life. But if we start allowing stuff to be thrown or hurled, if we allow people to be harmed, there is a severe risk of escalation and accident. And we don't want to see anyone in harm's way, whether it's family members, supporters, or even our detractors. We want them to be safe too, but when they really cross the Rubicon beyond just words to throwing stuff and striking me and striking a gentleman I was speaking with a drink, well, then that really has caused harm to our community, and it's something that we want to contain and extinguish and not see going forward. So as I understand it, the person who was arrested is Selena Chambers. She was charged with 2 counts of battery, and of course she is a left-wing author. Her stuff is not exactly my type. It seems after the 2016 election, based on some of her writing, she became very obsessed with Donald Trump, and she began engaged in something called resistance expression. And I'm quoting directly from one of her works here, quote, "Resistance is expression that can take a physical form." She's also a donor to the Joe Biden presidential campaign. She talked about her emotional turmoil following the 2016 election, and just going through some of the stuff she's written, it is really bizarre. She writes about feminist surrealism. And I had to review what that entailed. And she says that women need a surrealist survivor kit. And it needs to include psychoanalysis, mythology, memoirs, Satanism. There's connections to Wiccan life in some of this. So very strange. But you know what? Whenever there's a conservative who acts out of line, it's like the biggest story in the world. But when you get a radicalized leftist breaking the peace in my community, who traveled here, by the way, from Tallahassee, Florida, I doubt it'll get the same pickup, but we'll make sure that there are appropriate consequences through the legal system, because that's what the safety of our community demands.